Alright, now time to see if my, it's actually picking up. Right. There we go.
또 얼음 궁전으로 복귀하라는 명령인가? 하, 무슨 회의가 이렇게 많은 거야?
For some reason it says it's scheduled, but that makes it's not.
들어봤어? 울프 형제의 이상한 녀석이 돌아다니고 있대. 오늘 저녁에 달빛파이를 만들어야지. 오류 발견. 들어봤어? 울프 형제의 이상한 녀석이 돌아다니고 있대. 달빛파이를 만들어야지.
Is the audio picking up?
난 음악을 좋아해서 여러 악기를 독학했어.
Alright, I can barely hear it. Okay, we're good. We're good.
못 믿.
Whoa, it feels good to be back. Try to open it again. Talk about it.
어디 피?
Alright,
하루도 있으면 실력이
Snezhnaya. Feels weird streaming again after not doing it for a year. Genuinely did not mean to stop, but things got in the way. So.
바로 눈앞이라고 생각하니까 여러 생각이 한꺼번에 몰려와서 갑자기 긴장돼. 근데 이제는 생각 정리가 됐어. 이런 마음가짐으로 마지막 여정을 시작하는 건 옳지 않아.
Well, there shouldn't be that much of an echo. I don't know why it's doing that, because I didn't have the stream pulled up on my phone anymore. That's weird. I don't think it did it the last time.
우린 마룡과 바다 괴물도 상대했고 신의 피조물도 물리쳤고 예언이랑 심연의 위기에도 맞서봤잖아.
That's probably why. I'll turn down the dialogue volume a bit.
이 정도 목소리는 어때? 잘 들려?
I'll turn it down enough to where you can still hear it, but it shouldn't hopefully pick up that much.
천만에. 그럼 이 최고의 가이드 페이머는 잘 따라오라고. 단숨에 끝까지 가는 거야? 출발! 나는 안 보고 가?
Columbina.
콜롬비나? 여전히 불쑥불쑥 나타나는 곳. 나 쳐다보지 마. 이번엔 진짜로 내가 말한 거 아니야.
I started the Snezhnaya Archon quest on my second main account. I didn't realize that Paimon said didn't sell you out this time. Yeah, it's still in Korean since game, voice, language voiceover carries over between accounts if you switch it on PlayStation.
산드론에도 불렀는데 일이 바쁜지 스네즈나야로 먼저 돌아간다고 하더라. 떠나기 전에 너희에 대해
Turning
듣기
it
싫은
on,
말이 몇 마디 남겼는데.
so that way I don't need to keep pressing
걔도
X.
여자만해. 뭐라고 했는데? 걔들이 스네즈나야에 간다니 10중 8구 여왕 폐하리 귀찮게 하려는 거겠지. 난 그런 애들이랑 친해 보일 생각
Yeah,
없어.
it's been annoying at times if you want to listen to the voiceover for the English side, since I believe the English voice actors do an amazing job,
서로 공손해질 상황은 만들지 말아줬으면 해.
but obviously I also think that every other language VAs do an amazing job as well. I personally like the Korean ones a lot, so I'm fine with it carrying over between
내가
accounts,
보기엔
but
꼭 만나러 오라는 뜻 같아.
there are times where I want to listen to the English voice actors on one account, and I can't do that.
그렇게도 해석할 수 있구나. 빨리 구함으로 가자. 다들 모여 있어. 예전에 네가 나한테 맛있는 요리를 만들어줬다고 나우마한테 말해뒀거든. 오늘 이 기회에 보답하고 싶어. 아니, 선물해주고 싶어.
Obviously, this is going to be our conquest, but I also do want to try out Cryo Traveler some, especially with the 5 star sword.
노드크라이의 달인 언제나 널 반길 거야.
Yeah, that's fair, but actually, yeah, I'll switch it back to English. Oh, I can't do that right now. Actually, hold up. There we go. Every winter without mercy. I do already have a cryo trap we're built on. Don't mind the fact that that's to level 0. Yeah. All right, switch to English. Voiceover language. Oh wait, hold up. Mail. There we go. From what I've seen around on my other account, I really like it. It's very pretty. Then again, I am literally just the biggest fan of winter around, and this is literally just pretty much always winter. It's very disorienting now going to English dub after I was just on a Korean dub for over a week. Pretty much. I think directly a week from whenever I started that second account is today. So. Alright. I just realized these are really the first bears we have in Genshin. Alright. There we go.
Let's see how your camera skills are these days. Whoa, wait a sec. I might see something. Come on, quick. It looks like a train carriage.
Okay, that now she saw that in the picture, I was like, I was not even facing that way. Alright.
I must heard that Snezhnaya has loads of railways and trains. This must be one of them. But why is it abandoned?
Probably reasons we'll find out later.
It feels so cold. You know, maybe.
I have not watched it yet. I know you sent it to me. I have not watched it. I was planning on doing that sometime this week. Okay, anyways, extreme cold mechanic incoming since it's a blizzard. Although I do think Oh. I was honestly really expecting to go straight to main brand since Bloodline. Yeah. I don't think it's really prominent. There's ways to combat it all around Snezhnaya, and you get a mechanic that pretty much combats it.
Oh, look! There's a cabin over there! Phew! Let's get out of this storm!
Alright, I do remember this from my other account. Time to get thrown off a bridge by the wind. Or blizzard. I just like the fact that I'm wearing Traveler's skin from Nodcry, and it puts me back into default. But yeah, there is extreme cold mechanics.
What is this place? Where's Paimon? I need to
I
find
mean,
it
I'm
fast.
pretty sure by now people have definitely seen stuff about Snezhnaya. I know you haven't, so I'm sorry. Man, I can actually hear Zach. Crazy. Yeah, so I'm sorry about spoiling you on that, but it's literally
I guess
the
I'll try
most
further ahead.
minor moment around.
Hang in there, Paimon.
I don't really remember anything else from this point onwards, so. Granted, I started doing it at like literally whenever servers came up, and
Maybe I can get up from
like
the
an
inside.
hour.
I'll keep this close.
I just remember the mechanics since they were very vital and they're pretty interesting. Also, I should have had Geo Traveler for this specific part because I just like climbing. Can you not?
It says here, Kresnik's torch, civilian model. It's definitely getting a little warmer now it's turned on. I really hope Paimon's okay.
Oh, right.
What was that strange sound? I can't tell if... Paimon? Paimon, is that you?
Incoming entity detected. Authorization granted. Initiating original. Hello, Transcend Descender, who's reached the eve of tomorrow. Eye of Grey at your
What?
service.
Why does this voice sound familiar?
Time measurement unavailable due to the influence of... Anyway, it must have been a very long time. I was born to fulfill a mission. To reach tomorrow. To this end, I must...
Why can't I place the name of the voice actor for
Strange. What was it? Wait, my body? Huh?
the Eye of
Why is my body like
Grey?
this?
Right? I don't know.
Apologies. After a long period of inactivity,
Is it?
it appears that a lot of data has been lost. Anyway, I was...
Oh my god, is
serving
it?
humanity remains my primary objective. I have detected a drop in your surface body temperature.
Oh my god, it is. I can hear it now.
Set programming. Upon
It's
reactivation,
Child.
I must ask the one who awakened
It's
you during your
Tartaglia.
mission, Transcender. I will assist you, protect you, and fulfill my mission until we reach tomorrow. You have made a very wise decision. Now, I detected that you called out a name earlier. The name was Paimon. After helping you get out of here, I will search for a match in the nearby area and pinpoint their location. Merely the tip of the iceberg. Now that we have reached an accord, you will be my new user. May I ask your name? Very well. I will remember this name until the mission is complete. I need to recover my body, retrieve the power to unlock tomorrow, and help the suffering masses to reach the far shores where the empty ark floats. I can sense my power scattered across this ice-covered land. I even have a vague sense of where it might be found. But right now, that is not essential. The key right now is you. You must survive and reunite with your companion. You may now execute the command tomorrow. My suit account has been updated.
Yeah. Have vision to enter the build a prime ice model mode to build a prime ice construct first place.
You may now execute the command build. Use it to create a prime ice construct to prop up the door.
A reward on the road.
It is. I actually really like the mechanic.
Scanning local environment.
No pun intended,
Exit has
considering
been
it's
sealed off with- That would
it's
not be
ice.
an efficient approach. One moment. Usable construct blueprint detected nearby. You can use this to clear the solid ice ahead of you more quickly.
I won't. Alright. I wonder if this is going to lead to
I'll keep this close.
child war, since we don't actually surprisingly know that much about Child still, even though it's been, 6 years since he, ever became a character.
Construct blueprint added to records. You may now execute the command build heat source. Generate a temporary heat source to rapidly melt the solid ice.
Can you melt faster, please? No? No? Oh. Okay.
Is this
An answer from this world?
R.I.P.
my scan indicates the path is straight ahead. I recommend we proceed.
They throw. Alright.
Kresnik Crystal located. Please collect at your earliest convenience. The recent construct you built provides highly efficient heating by utilizing the... Unfortunately, prime ice constructs have a very short lifespan and cannot be stabilized during the development period. Hence, that said, I have already forgotten what warmth feels like. Yes, perhaps then we can warm ourselves by the fireside together. But for now, all you need to remember is this. If you collect Kresnik Crystal, I can extract the energy.
Yeah. Very forward of the land of ice and snow. I mean, it makes sense why it has an extreme cold mechanic, but it sucks.
Low power. Please use Kresnik Crystal to replenish energy reserves. Signs of physiological activity detected in the distance. It is highly likely to be your travel companion, Paimon. Go. Go now. Be reunited and sing together. May all the people be united as one. May all of life rejoice in unison. Approaching the target location. Scanning for signs of life. Life forms detected. 2. Affirmative. However, that is not the reason for my confusion. According to my database, this location is a train station, meaning the number of life forms is unusually low. Real-time environmental data suggests that the train station may no longer be in use. But whatever the situation, please exercise caution. Paimon!
Oh. Why did it just suddenly come out? Oh. No way!
Who are you?
Don't worry. She's only sleeping. You must be the Traveler. She called your name repeatedly while attempting to battle her way through the blizzard. Newcomers to Snezhnaya struggle to adapt to the sheer cold at the best of times. Lately, even the locals are suffering, with a powerful monster having summoned a bitter snowstorm.
It's the guy!
You two must be very important to one another. You should take more care not to get separated.
Your eyes. Are you Conrian?
There are indeed some Conrians left in this world who survived the cataclysm. But I doubt that is news to you. It would be unwise to interrogate my identity here. Focus your attention on your travel companion instead. We will meet again very soon.
The unidentified subject has now left the area. He appears to be an individual of great significance, but my search has yielded no relevant data. I will try searching the database again. Against the odds, your companion is safe and sound. The other person even left a blanket for her.
Nope, chest.
Traveler! Oh, thank goodness you're okay. Paimon was so worried. She looked everywhere for you.
It's okay. Take it easy. Are you feeling alright?
Pretty much the same as when we first got to Snezhnaya. Paimon must have got a cold. She was feeling so faint. She just couldn't keep going any longer. So she had to lie down and sleep it off. Wait, where did the jester go? Yep, the director of the Fatui. The jester Piero. So, you met him?
The Jester must know everything about the Tsarits's plans. But there's no way he'd tell me just like that. We might well have ended up clashing. Well, he was right about one thing. Right now, the most important thing for me is to take care of Paimon while she's unwell.
He had no intention of explaining his motives, and he left in something of a hurry.
What the? Who is that? It looks like half a pair of goggles. How amazing! A self-aware, talking pair of goggles.
Snezhnaya was once the
I
land
stream
of the Fae.
occasionally.
There are many ancient creations
I
here.
need to get better about that. It was over a year since the last time I streamed.
Thank you so much. You've earned yourself some of Paimon's
Yeah, it's been like almost 4 years since I last actually made a video.
You probably can't eat that, can you?
Goodwill detected. Instead of candy, perhaps I can suggest my preferred strategy. Please clean me regularly to keep me operating at peak efficiency.
Oh, that makes sense. Every pair of goggles needs wiping clean once in a while. Sure thing, mister. Anyway, back to the jester for a second. Paimon's still confused
I do
about
enjoy it.
something.
I played Genshin since day 2
And he
of it
acted
being
like
released,
expected
so
Paimon to know who he was, too. Paimon could tell that he was conning him from his eyes. And he definitely seemed like someone pretty important. But beyond that, Paimon didn't know anything about him. It was only later, after he rescued Paimon from the snow, that he
Genshin is
formally
definitely a
introduced
fun
himself.
game if you
That's
don't
the only
look at the
reason
community
Paimon knows
or the
he was
fandom,
the jester.
specifically Twitter.
Oh, seems unlikely. He ran into the snow following
Nice.
the sound
I
of
I
Paimon's
haven't
voice.
played any of the God of War
With a
games. I
really
want to
anxious
one day though,
expression
since
on his face.
I have a
He
feeling I would
didn't
really
act
enjoy
like
them, but
someone who knew she would be here in advance. And after bringing Paimon here, he just stared out at the snow.
most I've seen from God of War is
Didn't
just
say
watching
anything to
some
Paimon at
YouTubers
all.
do the Let's Plays
In
of it.
fact, he barely said anything. Wouldn't even answer any of Paimon's questions either. Paimon didn't feel unsafe around him, and she didn't seem to have any ulterior
I'll get
motives.
around to it one day,
For all we
hopefully.
know, he might have just ignored Paimon's questions so she'd give up and go to sleep.
Please allow me to interrupt. Fatui and director are unfamiliar terms. May I ask for clarification?
Oh, I didn't realize.
You've
The Eye of
seriously
Rhea.
never heard
I
of
still don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just gonna call it EOA.
Like the Sarit's inner circle. Really
EOA
powerful
is
people.
before
And the
Fatui?
director is their boss.
Understood. Since they hold elite positions and serve their god directly, it stands to reason that they would conduct themselves with due decorum. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, Miss Paimon. I did not detect any ill will from the gentleman in question.
Sorry, I shouldn't have encouraged you to talk so much. Paimon, new plan. Let's get out of Snezhnaya for now. We can come back after the weather clears up and you're all better. The jester mentioned that this snowstorm, being the work of a monster, is worse
Sure.
than most. Even if we made it to Snezhnagrad, we'd still have to wait out the storm before we could do any exploring.
Oh, well, it's really nice of you to look out for Paimon, but she doesn't want to hold you back. We were really psyched up for this journey when we first set off. Just think of all the burning questions we have. If we turn back now, who knows how long it'll take before we finally get answers.
Further information is required regarding the monster situation. But objectively speaking, there is another, more pressing issue at hand. At this point, we have traveled a significant distance into the blizzard. Were we to turn back now, the road would be extremely treacherous, especially since we would need to travel on foot. If, however, we continue onward, there may be a better solution. Do you remember what I said as we neared this location? I told you that this is a train station. While it has evidently fallen into disuse for unknown reasons, the
I'm not
tracks
really
remain intact. We can
able to
quickly
use
reach
any of that
and
stuff.
forge ahead by driving a
I
train.
don't have any
That is the Snezhnaya
recording
way.
equipment for
There
my
is a small
computer
town
since
up
it's not
ahead,
really built for that,
which would be the perfect place for
and
Miss
I stream
Paimon
from
to rest and
PlayStation,
recover.
so it would
I
really
think
do me no good.
Alex here makes a great point. Let's do that.
But thanks for the offer, though. I'm also broke, so yeah,
Come
I'm
on.
not
Don't
putting any
worry.
money.
Think of all the traveling we've done
I
so far.
I do. I'm not really active on it though.
Sick before. Practically never. 'Cause she's in.
Affirmative. Should you ever need my assistance during your future adventures, please call for the Eye of Grey whenever you wish. Otherwise, I will remain silent to avoid causing
It said how
any
to pronounce it,
unnecessary
and I didn't
distraction.
hear it.
Now, please follow me to the train tracks.
Is this an answer from this world?
Really? That's how it's pronounced? Gray?
drifted apart.
I, I'm not really someone that gives out their Discord, since, again, I'm not really active on it, so I don't really see a use for it. So, probably not. Sorry, but that's just the way I am.
Heading north from here, we will soon arrive at... Wait, there's an error message. Could not detect clear tracks. Brace for impact, friends! Preparing to enter impromptu flight mode. Strange. Not only was the station's status different from my records, but even the railroads and the terrain itself have changed substantially.
Yeah. Thanks to your quick reflexes.
My sincere apologies for putting you in danger. I'm afraid I'm as confused by all this as you are. Agreed. This is likely a consequence of outdated railroad data. The discrepancies between the old data and present reality are far greater than I anticipated.
When was the
Our crash
upgrade
has at least brought us
made
much
or
closer to the
created?
town.
Because this is crazy.
According
Also,
to the
Statue
data,
7
anyway.
was called.
Your data had better be right this time.
I can
I hope we
assure
figure
you
that
it
out.
certainly is. Please look this way, and you will see a Kresnik's torch. It seems our ill-fated train ride was a blessing in disguise. We have taken the shortest possible route. Rest assured that I will take user preferences into account next time I plan a route. Next time, I will get it right.
Yo, could I actually possibly hit AR-59 in this update? That'd be crazy. So then I would be on my way to AR-60. Oh god, my resin's capped. Oh. This is artifact domain. This is weapon materials. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. I would butcher it so bad. Anyways, presenting with Cryo. Yeah. Let's go. I am also very not good at Russian. Anyways, now I can do this. Where is Dune? Where is Dune? There's Dune. Honorable Flames mention. Nobody besides us gets the joke, so. Oh, I could do a poll. Watch this 5-star. 4-star. Yo!
I'm Alosha.
Let's go!
I'm a hunter. Though, if you've talked to any highwaymen, you might have heard a different side to my story. But anyway, let's keep that between us for now.
Let's go! My first stub off the banner. Holy cow. Let's go! That's free C1. That's free C1. Ooh, regions 15 energy when nearby party members trigger an electro-related reaction. Nice. So I guess Fab Lance holder again. I was like, I have another Fab Lance. It's just R1. Also, I don't really use Winter Crystallize anymore that much. Still fun. Still really like the team. It still does a lot of damage. But I'm not really using it that much. I'm mainly using Lunar Charged and Stellar Conduct Syndrome.
Excuse me, is there an inn nearby?
I'm sorry, but they've all closed.
Listen, the only Battle Pass weapon I have
Sorry to interrupt. We're
is
looking for a
what I
place
have
to
on
stay.
Skirk.
I can't even afford to
That
warm
was the
my own
only
house,
time in
let
my
alone run
entire
a
time playing this
business.
game I really bought the Battle Pass, I'm pretty sure.
Excuse us. Is there any
Hear that?
way
Or I
we
bought
can
it
stay in
before
that
and I
place?
just didn't get to
I'm afraid
level
not.
30.
You'll have to try your luck somewhere else. All we can do is wait for the next shipment of Kresnik Crystal to get here.
Hi there. Do you know if there are any inns still taking guests in this town?
Doubt
I,
it.
I
They're
really
probably all
dislike
closed. No one has enough Kresnik Crystal to heat their
PlayStation
own
Live
homes,
chat
let alone
showing
a
up on the
business.
side because it doesn't show the full message, so I just kind of have to
I
assume.
clocked you a while back. You adventurers or something? We don't get many tourists in inland Snezhnaya these days.
It is cool. I really like what they do with the models for Snezhnaya. Every model that I've seen looks really good.
Sorry. I assumed it was common knowledge by now. Basically, the Tsaritsa
They
is
started
planning
doing
something
that
big,
with
something that
definitely
requires an
Notlin
enormous amount
was
of
the start
energy.
of it. Well, maybe
Even if
even
they used all
Fontaine
the
was the start
surplus
of it.
Kresnik Crystal
Notlin
in
was
Snezhnaya, it
above
still wouldn't
that.
be enough to meet
Nodcry
demand.
was really good,
So,
and
Vetcha
it
passed a
seems like
resolution
the
requiring
quality's
all
just gonna keep
factories and
building up.
households to reduce their energy consumption.
Which is not good for
The policy is based
PlayStation.
on charmingly named Project Stuja, meaning bitter cold.
Bitter cold? So, like, it's gonna be a
And that would
cold
be
winter, folks? You're all gonna have to find a way to get through it? That kind of idea?
Pretty much. When you're broke, you scrimp and save. When it's cold, you huddle together for warmth. There's always a way to stretch things out to make ends meet. Trouble is, if you stretch someone out like an elastic band for too long, who
That's
knows if
fair.
they can ever bounce back.
That's fair.
You know what?
Lehman's model is really good. Personally, from Nodcry era models, if you will, I really like Barkov.
Even as our purchase quota has gone down. You only come here twice a month. This won't even last us a week.
The supply and pricing of Kresnik Crystal are based on current production volumes and price data. We Fatui are only responsible for delivery and security. I'm not in a position to
sucks that I
explain
never
to you
pulled
how the
Barkov,
figures are calculated.
Oh, so our lives mean nothing to you? How can you expect
I
anyone to
wanted
survive a
Flints
single
more than
night in this
Barkov
weather
since
without heating?
I had no Hexarite characters. Alright, I need to see the full message. I
Since
can't
you
keep doing
insist on
this.
making me repeat myself every single visit, I will remind you again. There is no monopoly on the trade of Kresnik Crystal. You are free to purchase the shortfall from elsewhere on the market.
What market? Nobody else
Well,
is
yes,
selling.
but also
And when we do,
Barkov's
they
model is
charge
just
8
really
times
good.
the normal rate. It's robbery is what it is.
Which is why the Snezhnaya Vetche passed a resolution
And I've also been
supporting
waiting for
communities.
Barkov for a long time,
So if you're
so
here just to argue,
that also
move
adds on
aside
to
and
that.
let the next person in line come forward. Everyone's feeling the cold here.
You.
All right, everyone, let's calm down for a second. A few words, if I may. We're all subjects of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and I'm sure every one of us is dedicated to her great cause. We all know how cold it is. And the more it snows, the harder life gets. Everyone's struggling already. Let's not make things even more difficult for each other.
But Liaison Shishkin, there's clearly something wrong with this quota. I have a family in Marepasak who tell me they can buy at least double our crystal allotment.
Still,
Why would I do
you must
that?
understand that calculating these energy quotas is a complicated balancing act. They have to fact our top priority must be to keep the largest Kresnik's torch burning
Listen, if I ever
continuously.
do that, you know it's just
Only
true.
then can we sell the remaining crystal for household use.
Like whoever you
If
like
two
in
of your
Genshin,
comrades
I
said
really don't
they're
care.
only
Unless it's
responsible
the
for delivering orders,
Torre.
they need to keep
Then we
that to
might have a
Beakers,
problem.
and they do not have any authority to modify the rates or
I like the
quotas.
Torre as a villain.
That's right. Our duty is to do things by the book.
I mean, it's not really a shot at Barca.
Tell you
It's
what,
kind, it's
listen,
kind of what everyone
I know how
agrees
anxious and
with.
upset everyone is. As a matter of fact, I was just discussing it with the mayor. What we can do
Pretty sure
in the
that's
Lord
just Barca
Commission Chamber
in
of
general.
Kresnik's
I'm pretty
Torch
sure
is
even
Parliament.
Barca would
You
agree.
can come to me directly to register, and I will allocate time slots accordingly. I can't guarantee there will be ample energy for household use. We can at least make sure you'll be able to boil water and cook food each day. Let's hang in there and make this
Every
work
day we
together.
get closer to
All right?
Conria. Every day we get
I don't
closer
see
to
any
Funna's being fully modeled.
This
And
is
actually maybe do
Retribution
something
in action, huh?
You were
besides
looking
be
for an
asleep.
inn, right? For your
I want whatever meds
Fae
Funna's is
friend.
on. Yeah, I know.
Oh, Paimon's not a fae.
I have a small place in Stratomaros. I don't stay there very often, though, so
Stratomaros.
it's pretty basic. But if you're not
Stratomaros.
picky, you're welcome to rest
I,
there for now.
I think I
It's
pronounced it
not
right.
much, but I've got blankets and a warm fire.
Are you sure?
Stratomaros.
Oh, that's really kind of you.
All right, then. This way.
Yo, free C1. Let's go. I thought I had I thought I had enough Star Glitter. Uh, oh, right. I need to get to the man so I can use my resin. This has also still been evading me for some reason. Oh wait, hold up. Battle Pass. Oh yeah, new Battle Pass weapons. They follow the same format. Except this one. This one's energy recharge for some reason. Whereas every other weapon is literally crit rate. Then boom, energy recharge. Let's see, we got start release with game. I'm pretty sure Battle Pass. Then we had Fontaine. So is it going to be like every 3 years? Technically, they just give a new set of Battle Pass weapons. Lantern. Oh, that's fine. I need something to talk about. Otherwise, I will just go permanently silent for the entire stream. And we can't have that. And
Oh, so cozy and warm. Paimon's getting nice and toasty. Oh, wait. Paimon only introduced herself so
I saw the picture of the mitter.
This is Paimon's best friend, the Traveler.
Good
Such a
to meet
cute
you.
yet
I'm
very
Marosha.
interesting cat.
Most travelers find the Snezhnayan climate to be a shock to the system at first. But as long as you keep yourself warm, you should be fine. Still, you should keep an eye on your condition. When people are too quick to dismiss a cold, it can easily end up turning into something more serious.
Don't say that. Paimon's too young for chronic health issues.
I go off stream for 2 seconds and mitter.
aren't in town right now, and they won't be back. I do a
If
lot of
you
hunting,
can hear me
so I
from
spend
you
most of my
watching
time
my
exposed
stream
to the
on, I
elements.
guess, the
Even the
TV,
animals wouldn't survive long in a storm like
tell
this,
him
let alone
or
a
let
hunter.
him hear me
Nothing to do
say,
but sit tight
I'm
in
very
town until the
disappointed
weather
in middle.
improves. I get that you're in a hurry, but even if the station were open, that doesn't mean there'd be any trains. We could end up stuck here for a long time, I'm afraid. What? Your own train? Wait, hold on.
Oh, we got lucky and found it in a cave.
Pretty crazy for a random
Well, in
find
that
in the
case,
mountains.
Mitter, I am very
Well,
disappointed in you.
I've been doing some digging, but to expose what's going on.
You better not act like that whenever I come over.
Rabbit stole the crystal?
It's a figure of speech. Real rabbits couldn't pull this off. They'd prefer carrots to Kresnik Crystal anyway. Shishkin, Mr. Positive Attitude, let's all get along now, shall we?
Him? Really? I never would have guessed.
Huh? You're coming with?
Oh, okay, alright. Guess there's no point.
Oh yeah, there's one more introduction to do. Tagarin, get in here.
Oh, a doggy.
He likes to think he's above that kind of thing. He's my hunting partner, so he'll be joining us when we head out.
Dog.
Carrots aside, we'll need to stay completely undetected. We can't risk spooking our rabbit, but there's no telling which. But first, we need to find a way into the train station and see if we can find any real freight data. Shishkin's figures can't be trusted. Then, we get to Garin to catch a scent and find out which way the crystal went. What are you eating?
Check it out. Good doggy.
A fellow dog lover, huh?
Yep. And rabbit.
Good to know. Eat up, Tagarin. We got a lot of work to do.
I was like, can I move, please?
Wait.
Anyways, time as an avid Mr. Feet fan, it's time to say mandatory stealth. We haven't had one of these in a long time, I'm pretty sure, actually. I think the last time was Sumeru?
Nice work, Tagarin. Come on, we'll go around.
Yo, diagonal roll.
This way. We'll enter from the upper floor. There we go. A freight list. Straight from the Fatui. so Shishkin won't have had the chance to doctor the figures. Looks as new as the day it was printed. I guess no one bothers reading these unless they have ulterior motives. Yeah, this is all we need. Tugarin's a keen hunter, and catching... Picks up the scent of Crystal somewhere and there's no stove around, that's how we know something's up. This must be the rabbit's warren. Sure enough, there's a tunnel. You stay here and keep watch.
Thanks for looking out for us.
No need to thank me. It's my pleasure. Sure as Her Majesty the Tsaritsa watching over us, every sacrifice will be worthwhile. Let's grit our teeth until the blizzard passes. These days of hardship will be over soon.
Maybe for everyone else, Liaison Shishkin. But for you, the hard times have only just begun.
Huh? Who are you?
I just had a question for you. Why, when times are as tough as this, would someone hoard more Kresnik Crystal than they could ever use? All the crates here are from the most recent shipment, but they weren't brought here for sale. Instead, they were secretly stashed away. Would you be able to shed any light on the situation, Mr. Shishkin?
Me? Why, I have no idea. But look at how much there is! It's quite a godsend. Now there will be plenty to go around.
This godsend was found in a cellar adjacent to your residence following a tip from Mr. Alosha. And this is only a fraction of what we found down there. We're still taking a full inventory. The official figures will be finalized shortly. I've always been grateful for your efforts to mediate between us and the townspeople of Sretomaros. But now, Mr. Shishkin, it appears you were the source of the conflict all along.
How could you do this to us?
We trusted you to have our backs. You've been lying to us this whole time?
Hey, I owe you all an apology. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. This isn't who I am. Please believe me, this was a one-time mistake that I will never repeat. We all know how difficult life has been since Project Stuja came into force. Energy is an increasingly scarce resource. People everywhere are getting desperate. But some places have been hit harder than others. I grew up in Alatir, a small village with no train station. Deliveries of Kresnik Crystal have ceased there entirely. If nothing is done, they're all going to freeze to death. You know as well as I do how downright impossible it is to buy Crystal these days. The thought of my poor mother and father, with no one to help them. Oh, I felt so afraid. I watched as energy grew scarcer by the week, all the while knowing that their lives were at risk. Then one day, I looked at the Crystal shipment in front of me, and a terrible, selfish thought entered my mind. Looks like I'm just not cut out to be a criminal. I'm so sorry. Once the Fatui have finished their count, you'll see that the numbers match their waybill. I have the official Snezhnayan quotas here. Anyone who has already purchased energy, please make your way over here to correct your transactions. I'll make a batch purchase of...
You don't have to go that far.
Yeah, owning up to your mistake is enough for me. You've done plenty of good for the community in the past. I'm not looking for a handout. Drop the act. You claim this was a one-time mistake. But the real reason there's only one shipment's worth of stolen crystal in your basement is that you have an accomplice.
Reporting in, sir. We've conducted a full search of the mayor's house. As expected, we found many crates full of crystal, half of which were still in their original shipping containers.
This wasn't your first time at all. You've been colluding with the mayor of Stratomaros for a long time now. The train station's currently out of service, but it does open for a short window every time there's an energy delivery. And every time a train pulls in, you're there on site to take inventory and oversee the workers unloading the cargo. The mayor handpicks said workers. Per his instructions, they transport the crystal by tunnel at night to the mayor's house, and he sells it out of town. But since he can't get the goods out of town by train, he had to arrange an alternative method of transportation. This meant slower sales, which gave me plenty of opportunity to catch him in the act.
Wait, the mayor's involved in this too?
Preposterous. What proof do you have of any of this?
Basic math. I've spent a lot of time.
Why did
counting
why
carriages
was
as
there
a
such a long
snowstorm
pause
rages.
there?
Counting carriages? What?
The energy consumed by a train depends on its total weight. And since energy is a limited resource right now, it's fair to assume that every carriage is packed full. So, if we take the energy required for the Kresnik's torch, add the sales figures you provided, then compare that figure to the train's theoretical cargo capacity, guess what? The numbers never match. It's always off by 1 or 2 carriages worth. This time, you set a new record. 3 carriages missing.
You mean to tell me that you sat around outside, counting carriages, in this weather?
I will be right back. If
I'm a hunter.
nothing,
2 options. Hunt
if I don't
or
move,
stomp.
I'm still probably gone,
Well,
so
I've had
just
enough.
bear with me.
The evidence speaks for itself. Take Shishkin and the mayor into custody and escort them back to Snezhnaya.
You cocky little brat, ruining my business. Just you wait.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, something felt off. So I just followed my gut. Math isn't my strong suit, though. I'm lucky my dad made me learn enough to get by, but all this number crunching was a million times harder than the aim and fire work I'm used to.
Thank you for your assistance. You're a brave lad. Shishkin was quite the cunning criminal. As I'm sure you can tell, he did all of this right under our noses, and we never suspected a thing.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. He had everyone fooled.
Even with that sob story he fed us. He was
I
probably
also
trying to keep
think
the mayor out of it, not just mask his own
with
motives. Without the compelling case you put
in the
together,
past year,
even I might have
they've
fallen for
gotten
it.
better at lip syncing
Alosha,
the
wasn't it?
voice
Tell
actors
me,
on the
are
English
you
side
really a hunter?
to the actual mouse.
We can go find some wild animals if
Slightly.
you want.
Still
I'll
bad.
fire off a couple of shots, and you'll see whether I'm the real deal.
What can
I
you
didn't
do?
mean to cast
It's a
suspicion on you right
multi-billion-dollar Chinese
It's
company.
just, well, I'm sure you've heard of the Rokot. Recently, they've been recruiting people with your
They
kind
don't
of
care
talent.
about the English
They
side
hide
that
in plain
much.
sight under false identities,
For the Western
working
side,
against
honestly,
Project
they
Stuzha,
shouldn't.
sometimes
We are
directly
very
opposing
bad.
Sarita herself. They aren't a violent organization.
Well, the loud
and their goal is
minorities.
to improve the lives of the common folk. But still, as a member of the Fatui, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't keep tabs on them.
First I've heard of this.
I don't speak for
I don't
everyone.
really keep up with what goes
The
on in
loud
the city.
minority is bad.
All I know is, people who don't mind their own business in the city end up paranoid about everything. As for me, I just couldn't stand Shishkin. I'm from Alatir myself, and I can tell you, nobody's lived there in years. Why would an abandoned village need Crystal? Of course, no one really cares about the fate of that place. I'm guessing today is the first you've heard of it.
I see. It does sound quite tragic. Really. Well, thanks again for your assistance, and your friend here too. I will report this incident to Snezhnaya. The Fatui will take over energy distribution until new officials are appointed. We'll also ensure that the train station resumes normal service as soon as possible. Looks like it's my turn to brush up on math now. I never liked it as a kid either.
Don't mention it. Isn't the soldier overseeing the delivery supposed to verify the quantity of the goods? Was he just careless? Or was he being paid off too? Who knows? Excuse me. I'll take a share of Kresnik Crystal too. Thanks. I need to take a detour before we head back.
Alright. Hold up. People. 3 achievements. Let's go.
There's someone I have to deliver this crystal to.
Need my...
There we go.
Hang tight for a moment. This old lady, she doesn't really know who's who anymore.
Oh, grandson. It's so cold today. You must be freezing.
Ma'am, it's me, Alosha.
Alosha? Alosha who?
You know me. I came by earlier today. Cleaned the ashes out of your stove, gave you some warmer bedding, and washed your back.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember. Now, how often do I get to see my grandson? Hmm? Come on, take a seat and relax while I fix you something to eat.
It's okay. You just rest. I'm fine.
Oh, you. It's nice to come and visit your old granny once in a while, isn't it? Sretomaros, a good town. All sorts of things to do and people to meet. And the local officials are good to us. Sit down, come on, take a seat. I still have some fruit left. Let me get it for you.
Please, don't get up on my account. You need to rest. Where's the fruit?
Right under the basket by the door. Well, grandson dear, do you like it?
Very much, ma'am. It's delicious.
Good. Wonderful.
You don't need to save any more for me next time, all right? Fresh fruit is hard to come by at the moment. You should eat it as soon as you get it.
Oh, I don't need it. I'm fine. But if you like it, come back for some more soon.
Some kind soul must have given these to her. But she always saves the nicer things for special occasions. I met her at the market back before her health began declining. She was a lovely old lady. We're from the same hometown. Not many people have heard of Alatir. And if they have, it's usually for all the wrong reasons. There's a gang of highwaymen that came from there. Now that it's an abandoned village, it's rare to find anyone who shares fond memories of our hometown. So after we got talking and realized we were from the same place, we decided to keep in touch by letter. I first learned of Sretomaros' energy supply problems from a passing comment in one of her letters. Then, after her health went downhill, I started visiting more often to check in on her. The town's been in decline for a while now, but because of her memory problems, she thinks of it as the bustling, prosperous Sretomaros still in its heyday. That said, I kind of appreciate her optimism. There's not much of it going around in this world of ice and snow. It's fine. Everyone grows old. In Snezhnaya, some people believe that in your final moments, you'll sense a familiar presence by your side. You turn to look at them, but their face is blurry. So you focus hard, trying to make out who it is.
And
When
it
you
seems
finally
well.
see their face,
I'll be over there
Reaper
tomorrow.
reaches out and takes your life. She still calls me grandson, though. So at least I'm not a blurry face in her world just yet. Come on, let's get back and see how Paimon's doing.
Paimon, we're back. Are you feeling any better?
Yep. Paimon's not cold anymore. But she's still a
Yeah,
little dizzy.
I know, but
Flying
like
probably isn't
I
a good
said
idea
before,
right now. Paimon might lose her balance.
without anyone else, I just kind of go silent.
Sure, she'll be fine.
I try not to,
Just from
and
getting
it
hit
still
on the
happens.
head by that pile of
Because
snow when we first
I don't
arrived
really
in
know what to talk
Snezhnaya.
about.
Her complexion's looking much better. Let's keep an eye on her.
Plus, it helps with people being able to hear the actual dialogue for our conquest and all that. I think I'll probably be talking if there's any combat, or if I do anything, like events or something. But other than that, if it's mainly story, I'm gonna be kind of quiet.
Sure. Dad. How did everything go on your end? Are you all set? Did you have any trouble?
I'll explain. It's a bit of a long story.
Jeez, you guys got pretty busy. Sounds like the liaison officer and the mayor were running quite an operation. Huh. Good riddance to both of them. It's a good thing you managed to catch them. So, you said the train station will open again soon, right? And everyone has enough crystal now?
Yeah. Well, enough to... Don't know. The goal of Project Stuzha is to gather energy for the Tsaritsa, but no one knows where that energy's going. It's never been made public. The thing is, we were told that the project would only last for 6 months, but time and time again, they keep extending it.
Extending it? Does that mean the Tsaritsa's plan isn't going very smoothly?
That's what everyone suspects. In principle, any proposed extension needs to pass by majority vote in the Snezhnaya Veche. But even though opposition has been growing, any detractors end up caving into political pressure from the rooster, Pulcinella. He's the chair of the Snezhnaya Veche and a key figure in the voting process. He has the backing of many powerful and influential people.
How come the Fatui are picking on ordinary people even here in Snezhnaya?
I don't see it like that. Fundamentally, the Fatui will always think and act in the Tsaritsa's interests, but that doesn't mean they don't care about the plight of the common folk. The only reason Sir Tomro still receives crystal shipments is because of a relief proposal put forward by the Rooster himself. Then there's the Fatui soldiers providing support in every corner of the nation. Even the Northland Bank provided some mora for disaster relief, and they're as conservative and indifferent as they come. It's just that the rich and powerful in their fancy palaces live in a completely different world from us. There's always going to be some conflict when those worlds collide. Yeah, well, even though we all believe in Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, there are still many differences of opinion on how best to tackle the big issues of the day. Regular folk don't have an easy way of getting their voices heard in Snezhnaya, while the rich and powerful are either unwilling or afraid to speak out for all sorts of complicated reasons. The Rokad provides the disaffected with false identities and an outlet to vent their frustrations. Of course, an organization like that exists in a gray area. The moment the Veche think they've crossed a line, there's sure to be a crackdown. But so far, they've been doing their best to help the common folk. Like us, don't you mean? You didn't hesitate to join in. You're not new to this, I can tell.
That's because we're adventurers. It's our job to help people out with commissions and get to the bottom of things.
Sounds like we're going to get along. So, what's your business in Snezhnaya? Aside from taking your friend to see a doctor, of course.
I want to meet the Tsaritsa. It's complicated. I've had run-ins with many of the Harbingers along the way, and I really need to know what the Tsaritsa is up to. Her ultimate goal, what the no-sees mean in all of this. Since I've made it this far in my journey, I have to find the truth, whatever it takes.
Wait, so... no way. Are you who I think you are?
Sounds like you've heard of us then. We're getting more famous by the day.
I didn't realize I was in the company of giants. Honestly, we're all as curious as you are about what the Tsaritsa's planning, and why it has to involve us freezing to death in the snow. But getting in the same room as her won't be easy. The common folk aren't permitted to meet her at the best of times, and right now, she's probably not even in Snezhnaya. Word is, she's heading east on a campaign to slay a monster. Yeah, so you've heard of it. A wild, unpredictable monster with the power to summon snowstorms. It also absorbs everything around it into its body, so it's growing constantly. Now, it's so big that the Tsaritsa has deemed it the #1 threat. Luckily, as it grew, it became increasingly less mobile. so it doesn't pose an immediate threat to this town or to Snezhnagrad. I'm sure that Tsaritsa and her personal guard, the Druzhna, won't have any trouble defeating the creature between them. It's just a question of how long it'll take. Suffice to say, you won't be seeing her anytime soon. You'll have to wait until she gets back. Fair. Well, the Fatui will be taking over management of the train station for the time being. Things should be up and running by tomorrow. Once it's open, we can see about getting your train towed to the station.
Whoa! That's gotta take a lot of men.
The Fatui aren't exactly spotless in this whole mess. Plus, we helped them out. Should be easy enough to negotiate. As far as I know, all the paperwork is dealt with upon manufacture. I've never seen anyone check it, so I wouldn't worry. Having a train makes everything much easier. We'll reach Snezhnagrad in no time. I need to head there myself anyway. Got some game to trade for Mora. I know a good doctor in the city.
Oh, thanks so much. Let's get a good night's sleep ahead of our big trip tomorrow.
The first Cryoculus. Oh, another statue to get maxed out, I guess.
Drive carefully, all right? Also, I don't think I've seen a train... Not a fan of small talk, are you? Anyway, take this. It's an up-to-date map of the Snezhnayan rail network. All the track switching is automated. So, as long as the train's moving, you don't need to worry about collisions or anything. We'll leave you to examine the train's conditions yourselves. Fingers crossed nothing's broken. I doubt Sir Tomaros has any engineers with experience working on this model.
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks for everything.
All right then. Have a safe journey. And make sure to check everything's working.
There we go.
Alright. Looks like our destination settings have been applied. Let's give this thing a final once-over and then head out. Goggles, your time to shine.
Affirmative. Running vehicle diagnostics.
What's this?
Engine, green. Wheels, green. Frame, minor damage, but no impact on function. Diagnostics complete. All systems nominal.
Neat! Huh. Paimon still can't get over the fact that you just found this tech lying around in a random cave.
I've lived in Snezhnaya my whole life, and I've never heard of an interactive, talking train autopilot.
Strictly speaking, I wasn't designed purely to drive trains, though I doubt you have any interest in navigating the practically unreadable operator's manual yourself. All configurations are complete. Should you require any further assistance, please call for the Eye of Grey.
Nope. Huh? What's going on?
Oh no. Just our luck. Of all the things that could have gone wrong.
Hello, you're Snezhnaya, right? Any idea what the heck this place is?
It's called the Shadow Realm. A place where no wind blows,
Oh
no
my
light
god,
shines,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
no elemental energy flows. Even time itself doesn't exist here. It's a world where everything seems to come to a standstill. I've only seen it a few times before, and this is my first time inside. It's a dangerous place. Most people who get sucked into the Shadow Realm are never seen again. And the few who do make it back, they're never quite the same.
Huh? Then what the heck do we do now? Oh, maybe Goggles
This
knows
seems
something.
very reminiscent of the Abyss.
Great. Now we're done for.
Hold it together.
Could the Shadow
Let's
Realm
not get ahead
be
of ourselves.
or an
I heard a
extension
story
of
once about
the
the world of
Abyss?
shadows. If it's true, there's a way to escape. We just need to find the exit. Come on, let's explore.
Look at these Patui. It's like they've lost their minds.
Their shadows have been devoured. They're no longer amongst the living.
Let's hammer this out.
I can't channel elemental energy here. I have a few gadgets that still work.
This is very reminiscent of the Abyss. Or all that we've been able to actually see from the Abyss.
Wait, what's that blue thing? Is that Goggles?
Guess we'd better find a way over.
I think the Shadow Realm is part of the Abyss. Oh, okay. And this.
I'll take point.
The last one.
What do we do next?
Play it by ear.
Hello.
For now, at least. But things aren't looking too good.
Correct. We are now inside what is known as the Shadow Realm, the darkest space in the shell, where even the Most High is loath to cast its gaze. Time and space hold no meaning here. It intersects with the world of the Light Realm only rarely, like an air bubble that rises to the water's surface. We must leave this place before it sinks back down into the depths once more.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Yes. In fact, the very purpose of my creation was likely to... From the Shadow Realm. It appears that key data is currently inaccessible. But now is not the time to resolve that problem. I have marked the exit to the Shadow Realm for your convenience. In addition, I have prepared some equipment to aid you as you traverse the Shadow Realm, Traveler. It may well be one of my core functions. Scan complete. Construction in progress. Activation code? We once peered into the past from the ruins of the shadows. This is what remains of the Golden City, Hyperborea.
I'm pretty sure that's when the Eye of Grey was created. Definitely during the time of Hyperborea. Hopefully we learn more about Hyperborea from what we did kind of find out in Nogcry. I guess. Yes. Time for Genshin to become a third-person shooter.
Oh,
Now go. Arm yourselves with weapons of the spirit. Bring down the walls of the stronghold and extinguish the flaming arrows of the wicked.
Is this
In the Shadow Realm, where humans cannot channel the elements, there once was one who, after much research and many attempts, found this to be the most effective means of attack. Let's go. Almost time. When you encounter small obstacles, you can simply clamber over them. You can slide to navigate through low, narrow tunnels. Obstruction ahead. You may be able to use Since elemental energy. For long-range targets, try using many hostile. I suggest a new strategy.
Oh, and it's gonna start.
Defenses have been reached. Where's the much more?
More enemies detected. Try attacking with the newly unlocked Assault function.
Change of tactics.
It's over.
Nice.
Not good. Where's the...
Change of tactics.
It's over.
Aim at the freeze mark and pull the trigger to move using the rope.
Defenses have been reached. Taking cover.
Light him up.
Where's the... Taking cover.
Time to catch my breath.
Where's the...
Some supply points can restore a small amount of stamina. Press on. You should be able to use the Prime Ice construct left here to cover long distances.
You know, even though it's very different from normal Genshin gameplay, I really like how the third-person shooter aspects of Snezhnaya works. They seem very well thought out.
How do we get over there now?
I recommend using this grappling gun. Such devices were originally used to secure structures in the Shadow Realm. If you detach the connected hook, the grappling gun will automatically fire a rope to another nearby hook.
Back. Yeah.
Time to catch my breath. Light him up.
Reloading. Where's the...
Sprint at the Prime Ice Launcher to reach high places with ease. Usable munitions detected. Frag pistol.
Yes. Time for grenades. Grenade! Grenade!
Change of tactics. Shift your center of gravity and slide down.
One. Ah!
Switch mode.
The exit is right ahead. We are very close.
It's like they're trying to keep us trapped here. That platform and the carriages are swarming with undead fatality. We gotta storm through.
I think I killed one entire side of them. Nope, you die. Nope, you die. You die.
Nice.
Oh, time for grenade launcher.
Mate 5 switching to assault mode makes your attacks more
I think I already killed everyone on the other one. I didn't see the achievement.
Demolition time. Looks like the Shadow Realm is about to sink back down into the depths.
The exit is right here.
You mean this weird bubble thing? Wait, how exactly do we...
No time to think. We just gotta go for it. Looks like I was right.
Now that I think about it, Shadow Realm might still be an extension of the Abyss, considering it said it only interacts with the Light Realm for its, like,
It's almost
on
unheard of.
rare occurrence.
Lucky we made it out. All thanks to you and that awesome gun.
Ah, so you have heard of the Golden City before?
Yeah, he came up a whole bunch in Nakrai. You're a pretty neat surprise in that sense, aren't you, Goggles?
And I like to imagine that Pavot and technically the rest of the universe by extension exists within a like lesser form of the Light Realm. Hence why characters are able to use elements like they are, which come from the Light Realm.
Make no mistake, it was a team effort. For a first-time firearm user, your performance was quite outstanding, far beyond my expectations. As Alosha said, it is highly unusual for the Shadow Realm to manifest in a place like this, but we should still watch out for similar dangers ahead.
Let's hope not. If anything else goes have train trauma for life!
The Shadow Realm can appear anywhere, not just on the railroad. I am simply advising that we take sensible precautions. Now, if you wish to further calibrate and upgrade your firearm, you may do so over there. Please take a moment to catch your breath while I repair the body of the train. Amongst other things, this will ensure Paimon is a little warmer while on board.
Oh, thanks, Goggles! You're a trusty train conductor! Well, maybe trusty isn't quite the right word, considering. Anyways, at least you get the job done.
Well, the Night Kingdom is not on its technical ley lines, considering their ley lines are so damaged.
To you in your future adventures. If not the trustiest, then it will at least get the job done.
Let's get some fresh air while the Eye of Grey fixes the train.
I've been streaming for like an hour now, actually. Maybe a bit more. So I don't think the Night Kingdom is the same as everything else, but I do believe you're onto something.
Stretching our legs might help take our mind off things. It's so quiet here for a train station. Not a person in sight. Just abandoned houses. Huh? So much for repair. You've swapped our train out for a whole new model.
My plan was to restore the train to its original appearance per my records as quickly as possible. Now that the repairs are complete, the train offers optimized performance and a significantly improved trendiness level.
Huh. You know, trendiness was a parameter.
According to my calculations, parameterization is the most effective way for the Eye of Grey to understand trendiness.
Hyperborea, huh? I'm sure I've heard of that in a story somewhere. What an incredible little gadget you are.
Finally, train. Again. But this time fully. So, wait. So, anyways, Waypoint Trioculus. They haven't activated the console. Oh, Yoshi yet, so I'll do that. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm broken more. Right. Alright. Yay, Mora. Well, this is this. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense.
All geared up.
Yay, 400 fragments. Oh, I need to complete the Arkham Quest for 400 fragments. Alright, well. Guess it's time to go through an entire grind. I wonder how long each Archon quest is if I'm doing it like I'm doing. Sorry. There's a bird!
You might want to avoid looking
I
down
can't
from
believe that
inflated
bird
heights.
just went straight into the window.
It's not bad. Paimon's just praying that we don't have yet another
Man, this game truly is lifelike.
That mountain is breathtaking. Reminds Paimon of Dragonspine.
They say this mountain's the domain of a Snegovic lord. A lot of the Snegovic retreated there to live in seclusion, so it's a pretty mysterious place. You hear all kinds of stories. Even the residents of the nearby town of Svietlo-Lidovka steer clear of the summit, and they make a living off of harvesting prime ice.
Oh. The main.
Look, Snezhnagrad's just up ahead.
How long does it take for us to get this? Yeah. Yeah. Oops.
Here we are. Welcome to Snezhnagrad train station, the biggest transport hub in the nation.
Wow! It's so majestic! Just flying from one side to the other would probably leave Paimon out of breath!
It's built for maximum efficiency, but yes, transferring trains here can be a little tiring. In the future, you can use this train station to travel anywhere you want in Snezhnaya. For now, though, come with me. Let's get Paimon checked out. This way. There's a lift car that goes straight to Sapoliarni.
First, you point and wait.
Look! They have really funny-looking heads!
Paimon, you can't say this.
Those ones are about the same height as Paimon! But looks like they can't fly!
Those would be Volkudlak and Domovoy. You'll also see the winged Vila and the snowborn Snegovic amongst others.
No wonder! We'd heard that Snezhnaya used to be the realm of the Fae. Paimon can really see it now.
People are just spawning in. The witch who just spawned in. I know I'm not crazy. Alright. There's no seats, so I just stand awkwardly.
To the left is the market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often find some nifty little trinkets. To the right, you'll see the Korolyevsky Theater in the distance.
Look at that! Incredible!
Whoa! Hold on. You know, maybe that's just how it works. Oh, nope, it literally. Okay. It really reset. I have to go all the way back because I got off before it wanted me to get off. Truly the Genshin Impact experience. This is so stupid. I called it. Oh my god, it really did make me have to go all the way back down.
To the left is the market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often find some nifty little trinkets. To the right, you'll see the Korolyevsky Theater in the distance.
Look at that! Incredible!
This game. Well.
Snezhnaya is stunning! Seeing it with our own eyes makes all the trouble we went through to get here worth it!
I found it pretty stunning when I first came here too. But I soon found out that stunningly beautiful means stunningly expensive. The prices here are crazy. I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take us to Podvorier restaurant. They offer food and lodging there, so you can get settled in while I fetch the doctor.
Is that gonna be stunningly
Yeah, I mean, there are places to stay in Zolny, but I highly doubt they'd meet your standards. Most of the stoves are out of crystal, the windows are drafty, and at night, four-legged roommates come out to play, sharpening their claws on the roof beams and floorboard.
Yep, no way! Not a chance Paimon's staying anywhere like that! Maybe we can split the cost of the room between us? Fine then. It's your treat. Paimon will save her money for buying a nice little cake. Don't worry.
I'm glad to see you've perked. If you find yourselves in the mood for some sightseeing later, there's a few this way leads to Zapoliarny Palace, which serves as the Tsaritsa's audience chamber and also her personal quarters. The adjacent block is kind of a city in its own right. That's Glupov, the headquarters of the Fatui. Inside, there's a munitions factory known as the Armory Palace, producing a constant supply of all kinds of equipment for the Fatui. A lot of important research happens there too. And over there is the Snezhnaya Vecha, where all the big shots meet regularly to make policy decisions. These places are best admired from a distance. I'm sure I don't need to explain why.
Yeah, they probably have
The downtown area is near the center of Zapoliarny. That's where you'll find the restaurants, bookstores, and gift shops. Another place of interest is the Northland Bank, which is over this way. Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right? That's right here.
Ooh, speaking of adventuring, we use alchemy quite a lot. Do you know where we can find a crafting bench?
No one practices alchemy at Snezhnaya, I'm afraid. Apparently there's some historical reason for it.
Oh, we'll just have to use the one on the train then. Kinda inconvenient. Wait, how come there's one on the train if that's Snezhnayan too?
Yeah, I don't know. Not my area of expertise. Still, I wouldn't say the absence of alchemy makes life here any less convenient. Anyway... Finally, there's Zolny in that direction. It's mostly residential buildings and factories, but there's a few shops too. Worth a look around if you're interested. That's about it. You guys go ahead and get checked in while I track down my doctor friend.
Sounds good. Thanks for all the recommendations. It'll be good to get out of the cold wind. Paimon's starting to feel another headache coming on.
Podvorier restaurant is right there.
Alright, before anything, I need to both get the waypoint and the Adventurers Guild. Well, I'm to unlock the missions for Snezhnaya. Right, it is heavy downpouring outside. Okay. And that is Snezhnaya.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Well, alright. Back to continue onwards.
Looks like you get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot. Yeah, much better now that we're out of the cold. Oh, thanks for taking such good care of Paimon. Honestly, she feels kind of bad for throwing a wrench in the works. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating and adventuring by now. And instead, we're stuck here waiting for a doctor. You're right. No need to
Maybe I
make
should
yourself
have waited
hard
this
for no
stream
reason.
on Friday like I
What happened on our way
intended
here?
to before I changed
Let's
my mind
review what
again.
we've learned so far and try to figure out what to do next.
Because
Obviously, a million more
it be
sure
stormy.
was. And so far, we've learned that in addition to the 7 Gnosis, her plan also requires a ton of energy. But we won't get to see her anytime soon. Alosha said that she went east to fight that big monster. It must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket the whole of Snezhnaya in a snowstorm this awful. To be honest, what we're really lacking right now is information. The kind of information that only the higher-ups in the government would know. Not word on the street type of info. Paimon can think of a few people who might be able to help us. But, right. And when we left Nocry, Sandrone specifically left a message reminding us which side we're on. So, it's unlikely they'd tell us anything confidential about the Tsaritsa's grand plan. Yeah, fair point. Besides, that Glupon place is right nearby. We've got nothing to lose, so it'll be a waste not to go. There's gotta be someone there willing to talk to us, right? Maybe Arlecchino or Sandrone? Or possibly Tartaglia. But it's unlikely we can sweet-talk Arlecchino, let alone Sandrone. She basically told us to stay in her lane already. Yeah, the last time was all the way back in Fontaine, right? Too bad we missed him in Nocry. Apparently, he came to help out.
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon in there?
That's Alosha.
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Alosha mentioned that one of you is feeling a little under the weather. I see. So you're my patient today, yes? And you're a Fae, I presume?
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either, but she's definitely not the same kind of Fae as the ones we saw at the train station. Is that gonna be an issue?
Not exactly. It's just, I'm used to treating human patients. Fae tend to be far more resilient than even the healthiest and most long-lived of humans. But don't worry, I do have some experience treating Fae. I've even diagnosed plenty of cats and dogs in my time. Safe to say, I have a fairly eclectic range of expertise.
It'll be fine. Paimon's basically the same as a human, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we? More like you don't eat enough. The more talking you do, the more you need to eat.
Now, please take a seat. Okay, vital signs are good. Test results are all within normal ranges. I don't think it's anything serious. More than likely, you've just caught a cold. I can give you some medicine to tide you over, but as long as you rest properly for the next couple of days, you should feel better. Make sure to keep an eye on your temperature, though. If you find yourself with persistent low-grade fever, or if your symptoms don't improve, just contact me again.
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome. Just doing my job. I'll leave you in peace now.
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best you rest up here for a couple days. No sightseeing for the time being.
All right, then. Guess we've got no choice. Let's just treat it as a short vacation.
I have to get back to it. If you need anything else from the doctor or me, go to the Hunter Trade Station in Zolny. The boss there knows how to reach me. Hey, no big deal. You saved my life in the Shadow Realm. This is the least I could do. See you around.
All right, time to find Child and see what he can tell me.
I wonder if that message, probably saying, oh, oh, wait.
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit. Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a prior appointment. Might I ask who you're hoping to visit? Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. I don't understand. But I have to go through the motions. Wait a moment. I'll pass on. Lord Child is a busy man. He's probably not in Glupov, even if you two are old friends as you claim. Please understand that next time, stick to the rules. You'll make life easier for both of us, Greetings, Lady Marionette.
Thank you, alright?
I'll take care of our guest here. It's his first time in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that he doesn't know the rules yet. I trust no choice words have been exchanged. No misunderstandings I should be aware of.
No, Lady Marionette. No incidents to report. Whew. That was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
Is that right? Good to know. Under the weather? That's hard to imagine. She's always buzzing with energy. I take it she's still adapting to the climate. Happens to a lot of people. It's even colder here than in Nodcry. Has she seen it? All right then.
Jesus
Let me know
Christ,
if you
it's
run
down
into any
for
other problems.
Okay. Oh, hi again.
Why else?
Welcome back to the
I
chat.
was just about to sit
Still
down
very
for
dead.
some much-needed tea time when I heard that an old friend of Tartaglia's had shown up outside. No appointment, nothing. And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, I couldn't help but take pity on the poor soul who was waiting outside in vain. So I had no choice but to abandon my freshly brewed piping hot tea and come to see this mystery guest for myself. Well, I felt our time working together in Nodcry warranted some courtesy. I couldn't exactly let you freeze to death out here in the wind. Unfortunately, I can't invite you inside either. The rules of Glupov wouldn't allow it, and as a harbinger, I have to lead by example. On the plus side, Snezhnaya actually has some class, unlike Nasha Town. Torchlight Books has a very nice selection of teas and cakes, so we can catch up there. Your treat, of course. Because I already wasted one perfectly good cup of tea today. That's why.
Can I swag? Alright. Thanks. No, my perfect time jumps. They keep extending the sprint jumps. No. Wait. I need these eventually if I want to do it. God damn. I fear that with this, I need to also lock in. And plus, it's just faster than straight the sprinting or dashing, if you will. Yo, what? Yo, 1, 2, 3. Damn. Wait. Let's go. Another poll. Watch this. Definitely 5-star. I'm calling it now. It was in fact not a 5-star. Can I have my accidental luck like I had with Nodcry, where I get the character that I'm throwing wishes on early again? Please.
Okay, let's get down to business. I'm guessing you don't actually have any urgent business with Tartaglia, per se. You just want information, right? Wanna take a guess? Of course you'd say that. You shouldn't underestimate Counselor Tartaglia, you know. That's right. I'm sure you've heard of the Snezhnaya Betcha by now. Well, he's busy preparing some paperwork for their next meeting.
Wow.
They'll be discussing yet another extension to Project Stuzha. It's basically all anyone cares about in Nevetcha these days. Yeah, he's more of the shoot first, ask questions later sort, isn't he? It all started with a very detailed letter that Capitano left for the jester, Piero, before leaving for Natlan. In that letter, he detailed the future arrangements for his subordinates. All of his key people were reassigned to Tartaglia.
Hold up a second. Are we finally going to get more Tartag lore and also possibly a possible Tartag SP version? Please. Oyo, let it happen and my life is yours even more.
I guess he'd already prepared to leave us for good all the way back then. But Piero didn't reveal the contents of the letter until the events in Natlan had concluded. That was his reaction too. Why me? With a bewildered look on his face. He'd always assumed Capitano looked down on him. He was a man who kept his thoughts to himself and barely spoke to him the whole time they'd known each other. But he occasionally brought Tartaglia along to my tea parties back in the day. So to the rest of us, it was clear that Capitano had quite a lot of respect for his young comrade.
I'm sorry, no shade to Tartag, but seeing his model with Capitano and Snezhnaya is just funny.
By the rest of us, I mean my tea party regulars. Arlecchino,
Senora.
and actually not Columbina. She was probably oblivious to it. Anyway,
Damn.
then the Liu-S situation happened. Normally, it took a lot to get under Capitano's skin, but that time he was furious. It's not really my place to talk about it, though. You can ask Tartaglia about it sometime. Basically, Tartaglia probably had the wrong idea about Capitano all along. Right up until Piero revealed the letter he'd left behind. Capitano believed that despite Tartaglia's immaturity, he showed great potential. Plus, he possessed a kind of purity rarely seen among members of the Fatui. Yeah, it's one of the few things that I'd agree those two have in common. But there's one other reason why Capitano chose Tartaglia to assume command of his troops. He knew that after he was gone, several of the others would swoop in on his army like vultures. With the ones who stood to benefit the most being the rooster Pulcinella and a greater Pantalone. Once they divided Capitano's troops between them, they'd be more powerful than ever. No one would be able to stop them. So, you can see why Capitano chose to hand that letter to Piero, right? Exactly. Piero also needed to back a harbinger as soon as possible. And, all things considered, Tartaglia was the best choice. Even though Tartaglia has had the support of Northland Bank for a long time, he and Pantalone are ultimately not cut from the same cloth. I'd say Capitano made a good judgment call. Anyone else caught in this situation would probably feel like they'd been hung out to dry. His best course of action will be to distance himself from any shady business, while still maintaining friendly relations with Pantalone, but seeking Pulcinella's support at the same time. What's the point in having a tea party if you don't spill a little tea?
You know what? Fair point, Sandrone.
Besides, none of this is confidential anyway. Ask any journalist out there. They'll give you all the lurid details. You'll see it firsthand if you ever sit in on a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha. All the factional strife, whether open or unspoken, it plays out for all to see in that one little room. Having a voice in a Vecha is the only way to steer policies in your favor. So, every person in that room represents a particular interest group. Pantalone, for instance, represents the financial sector, and Tartaglia represents the Fatui soldiers. Personally, I have no interest in political jousting, but since I have a number of engineers and researchers under my command, I have to make their voices heard. Then there's Pulcinella, the linchpin of the Vecha. He represents politics itself. Everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him. Any issue that comes up, he knows how to mediate. That's what the Tsaritsa values most about him.
I'm starting to see why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are, but also powerless to change it. A complex web of interests connects all parties involved, and the Tsaritsa sitting at the top adds another layer of complexity. It must be nearly impossible to come up with a perfect solution.
Just like how Russia actually is.
All right, I'm done carrying this conversation. Time for you to answer a question of mine. You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. So why was Tartaglia the first person you asked to see and not me?
I have to go for the second option.
Huh? Jealous? As if. Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. Columbina passed on my message to you before you left Notcry, right? I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took that to heart? You... fair enough. It's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately. Always beating about the bush when they talk. I guess it must have rubbed off on me. Anyway, just ask for my help next time, okay? Little things like this are no problem.
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? Whatever it is, just leave it on my desk. I'll look at it later.
Sorry to disturb you during your break, ma'am, but I'm afraid it's an emergency.
Isn't it always? I've told you before, fixing the tracks and transporting ice blocks does not constitute an emergency.
The equipment in Svietlolaidovka is in urgent need of maintenance. With how the weather's been recently, we suspect that the cause is a buildup of snow, exceeding the maximum weight limit. The supports on one of the machines broke and fell, awakening a dormant beast and leaving many of the ice miners trapped in a nearby ice cave. Luckily, Odette's team was nearby and launched a rescue operation, but we're still facing a severe manpower shortage for both the rescue and engineering teams.
I guess that's it then. Our tea party will have to end here. I'm the only engineer you'll need. Do you actually want to come with, or are you just saying that? Nice of you to return the favor. I'll have a couple of people look after Paimon. They can let her know that you had to step out for a while. Given how urgent this is, I'm sure she'll understand. And honestly, I'd rather have your help than anyone else's. Between your skills and experience, you'd be reliable help. Then let's go. You, take 2 people to Pavoyer restaurant. Find his room and watch it like a hawk until we get back. If anything happens to Paimon, you'll be answering to me.
Yes, Lady Marionette.
Oh, it's here. Okay. Wee. Oh wait, wait.
They weren't exaggerating. This is really dangerous. It's a good thing only one of them broke. From what I've been told, most of the trapped miners are over in that Yeah, you do that while I check the rest of the equipment. I'll evacuate the people around here as I go. Meet me back here as soon as you're done.
Oh wait, hold up. First, more box. What does that mean?
I have to be getting close.
Don't go any further. It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave, now. Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnaya. Well, I'm Odette. Good to meet you.
So this is Odette. She was the first member of the Fatui on the scene.
There are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown, and so is its location. Let's go. Every second counts.
Oh, goodbye, Cryo Traveler.
Careful. Something's moving.
must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent.
Oh, hold on. That, pretty sure that was either 36k or 300,670. No, not 300,000. 367,000. Why am I stupid? Why am I stupid? Ugh. Alright, never mind. I'm pretty sure it was around 36k. I was like, I know I'm stupid. I'm not that stupid. I don't believe.
I see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems very agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move.
That's the big thing.
Thunderclap! Lightning flash!
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
The snowflake.
Oh.
Thank you for saving us. We'd have been monster fodder otherwise.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe now.
Thank you. Come on, let's go.
I've searched the area. Pretty sure the monster made a tactical retreat. Yeah, but with us here, it won't be coming back anytime soon. It may be small, but don't be fooled. It's a ferocious beast. People are just food in its eyes. It's lucky we got here when we did. The trapped miners have been successfully evacuated.
Wait, this place. There's something unusual about it.
Oh, cutscene. Hold up. Is this where we get the sword? Holy shit, did I actually... Oh, it is! Yo! Alright, so you only keep going.
What is that?
Them 2 hours.
It's back?
Guess it has family.
Oh. Cool. Okay.
This way. Run!
Why can't we use ball?
Thanks. Let's get out of here.
You know what? Conria. They add wall running. Absolute cinema. Yeah! The sword! The sword! Alright. I guess I'm to go around as much as I can right now. Luckily, I know how to do this. Oh. I missed. I missed. Oh. That's why. Alright, never mind. Welcome back, I'll hate them sword.
Everyone's accounted for. We managed to rescue them all. We also placed a sign at the entrance to the cave, warning people to stay away. You really held your own today. I still don't know your name. Don't think I've seen you before. I'll remember the name, alright then? Hello, Lady Marionette.
I hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew I could count on you. What brings you here, Odette? Here for a performance?
No, a Fatui mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
She hasn't introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnaya. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the two crowning jewels of the Korolievsky troupe, they're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodianitsa. On top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star. It's looking likely she'll inherit the title of the Fair Lady.
Oh.
She learned all her combat skills from Rosaline herself. Used to be one of her most valued subordinates, too.
You flatter me, Lady Marionette.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... Never mind. There's no need to bring it up. No point making things awkward.
How's progress on your end, Lady Marionette?
Equally successful. I finished reinforcing
Sorry,
all the
got
equipment.
kinda indirectly
Took
killed
me
you
a little longer
mentally.
without Polonia's help. But the outcome is the same, of course. Even if the heavy snowfall summoned by that monster lasts for another 3 months straight, this equipment won't give way.
Well, I guess
All
not
right,
indirectly,
now
it
that
was
we're
kind
done here,
of
it's time to
technically
get out of
directly,
this
but we
blizzard.
were not the ones that actually did
Sure,
it.
but Snezhnaya will send someone to investigate and draw up a relief plan. And I guess I'll have to write the incident report myself this time, since it involves a mechanical malfunction. First, Pantalone needs to approve the budget, then Pulcinella has to sign off on the plan. Once they've argued it out and reached a compromise, we can move forward. That's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how smooth. Yup, nothing we can do about it. There's a whole stack of incident reports like this back at the office.
The snow has eased a little for now, but there's no telling when that will change with that monster still at large. Fuel for heating is in short supply, and relief is weeks away. There's no immediate threat to life, but still, it just feels like there should be a better way.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Let's get back to Snezhnaya. When did you get a new sword?
Oh. Is that the guy?
Huh. Well, if it isn't Counselor Tartaglia, Mr. Big Shot himself.
Go easy on me, all right? I'm still recovering from the interrogation the real big shots put me through. Hey, comrade, it's been too long. I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nicest surprise I've had in a while. Good to see you too, Odette. I'm guessing you guys just got back from Sviatlo Laidovka. How'd it go?
Yeah.
Crisis averted?
It went fine.
How about you? Any new developments?
Not really. Same as ever. Growing opposition to Project Stuzha, and the usual rebuttals are starting to ring hollow. The results of the mock vote were pretty dire. Pulcinella was fuming. I've never seen the old man so angry.
That's not good news. It takes a lot to rattle him.
Yeah, obviously if push comes to shove, there are ways to crack down on dissent. But...
Sorry, I have to ask something. This is going to sound blunt, but may I?
Huh? Of course, fire away.
It sounds to me like everyone's tearing their hair out trying to figure out how to deal with opposition to Project Stuzha. But what exactly is this project's purpose? And how can it be so important that even people like you two refuse to stand up for the ordinary people of Snezhnaya?
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade. You sure don't mince your words.
Excuse him? What does he mean, refuse to stand up for ordinary people?
Oh my gosh. How does he dare speak to the Harbingers like that?
Are you interrogating us now?
It's okay, Snezhnaya. Let me explain. I think I understand where he's coming from. If I could, I'd take your side right now. In fact, my position's very similar to yours. I've only held back on casting a dissenting vote in the Vecha because the Tsaritsa would never let me get away with it. Still, I have a responsibility to the Fatui armed forces, so I do what I can to make their voices heard. Most of them are just regular folks from small towns far from the capital. I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of places are struggling right now. Oh, and for what it's worth, I'm from Arepasak myself. Things aren't going so swell there either. The Tsaritsa wants to create a better, safer future for the people of Snezhnaya, but she's thinking long-term. I don't doubt that from where you're standing, Project Stuzha seems to be creating all sorts of issues for everyone. But considering the Tsaritsa's vision for the future, these are sacrifices worth making. Sounds cold, I know, but I promise it's not as black and white as it seems. Maybe Snezhnaya and I can't oppose Project Stuzha outright, but we're constantly raising our concerns in Vecha meetings. And even though we can't put an end to it, there are plenty of other ways to make a difference. We're trying everything we can think of, and so is Pulcinella. I respect Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, and trust her decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a normal guy who cares deeply about my homeland. And my family, who all live here.
Tartak. You are not a normal guy. You're 11th out of like 5 remaining Harbingers. 2. You fell into the abyss, trained with arguably one of the strongest characters that we have access to in playable standards. And 3, 11th out of like 5 Harbingers. I'm bringing that up again. That is true, and lived.
There's no way I would ever abandon them.
As contentious as things can get within the Vecha, there's no selfishness or malice.
I mean, sure, Skark tosses you like every single time still alive. Plus, you also fought the all-devouring narwhal for like, wasn't it like a week straight in the abyss, using Foul Legacy, which put you under constant strain. There we go. So yeah, you're definitely not a ordinary guy.
The issue is that there's no way of pleasing everyone under the present circumstances. Most of the time, we're trying to decide on the lesser of two evils, which obviously isn't a great look. But that is not the same thing as being blindly loyal to the Tsaritsa.
I actually don't remember how long it was for Tartag and the narwhal.
We're all well aware of the way things are. We're just doing our best
I mean,
to make it work.
It's been 3 years since Fontaine. I doubt a lot of people remember, honestly.
In fairness to Snezhnaya, she rushed to Svietlo Lidovka's aid the moment she heard that people were in danger. And even Tartaglia, who used to only care about the thrill of the fight, is clearly doing his best to rise to the demands of his new role as counselor.
Hey, come on. There's only so much we can say, so don't press us too hard. Look, I know how untenable the Tsaritsa's position looks if you don't understand her motives. Maybe you've heard already, but she's currently leading her army on a campaign to the east to defeat the monster that's been causing these brutal blizzards. Striking that monster down will be a significant step in dealing with the present energy crisis. As laser-focused as she is on realizing her lifelong ambitions, she's still putting time and energy into taking down this powerful monster. To me, that says a lot. If she thought Snezhnaya and its people didn't matter in the grand scheme of things,
days, so
why would she waste her time on something like this?
In 2 weeks.
Thanks.
I still
Month,
think
2
this
weeks,
adventurer
and
raises a very important point. Our two harbingers have made their positions very clear. But there are many others in the Vetcha who must feel trapped and forced to vote against their conscience. I think it's a very valuable quality to
Point
be willing to
is,
speak one's mind, despite the risk
definitely
of
not
offending
a normal
powerful
guy.
figures.
You can say that again. I highly doubt we'd feel the need to explain ourselves so much if we didn't know you so well.
Forgive me, adventurer, but might I be so bold as to ask about your background? How is it that you can converse so openly with two harbingers?
Oh, haven't you been properly introduced?
Easier said than done. I like to think I'm not the kind of person who goes around busting open people's old wounds.
I've only learned his name so far, and no details of his experiences. Is something wrong?
Uh-oh. Is there no avoiding the subject of Rosaline? No, it's just... Alright, I guess there's no getting around it. This is the world-renowned traveler, who helped resolve the storm terror threat in Mondstadt, cleaned up after the mess I made in Liyue, and then went to Inazuma, where there was a duel before the throne, in which the traveler defeated Rosaline.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you two would be seeing much of each other, so I figured it wasn't worth bringing up.
It's fine. It was a long time ago. It's fine. Sorry, I just remembered that we have a rehearsal coming up. Please excuse me. I should get going.
Oh. And plus, whenever we fought tag, we weren't exactly as powerful as we are now.
But they didn't actually get along. Not that Rosaline was really the type of person to make friends, but death has a way of resolving a lot of conflicts.
Don't let it weigh on you. Like she said, it was a long time ago. It's in the past now. Odette has a very different personality from Rosaline. Give her some time. I'm sure she'll work through it. Oh, by the way, where's Paimon? It's not like her to hide away.
She hasn't been feeling well, so she's resting at Podvorier restaurant. I got a couple of my people to look after her while we were gone.
Oh, right. Sorry to hear that. Poor thing. Reminds me of when Joanna was little. She really I felt so bad for her.
Very complicated. Arlecchino.
Coughing. She was so mature for her age. Whenever I'm sure Paimon's a good kid too. You're a little short on manpower, right? Let me have a couple of my people take over for yours. I'll send my most capable and reliable. They'll make sure Paimon can recover in peace.
Well, that would be great. Your people are more qualified.
Hey, don't mention it. I'm sure you have things to do. Hopefully this takes a load off your mind. So no more accusing me of not being on your side, all right?
Already? That was quick.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our director's recent movements are confidential. Even we're not in the loop. If you hadn't told me, I never would have known he'd gone south. I assumed he'd been in Glupov this whole time. Well, I guess I'd better go sort out Paimon's security situation. I have some other work to catch up on at Glupov anyway.
Me too. I have an incident report to write up. Let's leave it there for now.
I guess everyone's in a difficult position. But Tartaglia's right. I have things to do. Things I want to do. And things I ought to do. To start with, I should ask Alosha if he knows any way to help Svietlo Laidovka.
How strange.
This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord. It's a very faint vibration, but it's getting stronger as I get. Does this sword have some connection to the statue? But all it does, that place I got this sword from was definitely.
Bomb.
There really is something.
Yay, I can finally enhance the sword. Finally. All for a slim chance of redemption. What?
I don't really understand what just happened, but I'm pretty sure I'll have to try the same thing again when I come across another statue of the Seven. In the meantime, I'd better go find Alosha.
It is cool. I really appreciate that's how they did this instead of making us wait for 15 different domains. Oh, I'm at least getting it to probably. All right, time to stab the statue of the Seven. What will this be? Next one's MC, okay. So around here, I'm most likely gonna go for the statue of the Sevens. Let's see. Traveler eclipses. The crit damage increases by 6% for every element they've resonated with. Additionally, the Traveler's attack will also increase by 20% for 8 seconds and regenerate 3 elemental energy after they attack and hit an opponent. This effect is controlled. Okay. I'm pretty sure the max right now you can get is level 90 R3. I make this. Alright, then. Although it does match, specifically the ether skin a lot more than it would probably the original outfit. And it'll probably match more with Lumine's original outfit than it does the skin. Enemies. Alright, I get to try out. You don't use Cryo Traveler flavor.
Is this an answer from this world?
Oh my god. Yo. So 500 years ago is when the, at least when the Ivray was still active. Oh, that's interesting. Access level 80 R. So that means level 90 will come from this one. Because I'm pretty sure that is quest locked. Or Arkham quest locked. So, what I'm gonna do is... I already have my... trade. Well, on the way I go. What? Why did... Huh? I'm confused. Why did... I'm so confused. Why did messages just randomly pop up even when nobody typed anything? I'm so confused. don't think you're typically allowed to do this on actual trains. I wouldn't know though. I've never been on an actual train. Oh, waypoint. Oh, oh. I accidentally stumbled into an event. Quite literally, I'm pretty sure this is the event. Well, if it's not voice, I don't care. Until I eventually care, because I need primals. This is not what we came here for. I just wanted the waypoint and to get to the Statue of the Federal. I could care less about this. Couldn't care less about this. That was grammatically correct. Or grammatically correct. The way I mean it is correct. Yeah, I don't care. I just wanted a waypoint and a statue of the to get the waypoint. I wish it said how many times it actually gives stuff. Instead of just, yeah, it gives primers. It really doesn't give that much primers anyways. So alright, time to run along the tracks. Because there it is. It's right down there. Back actually over here, which leads to it. And this is the final enhancement I can do with it. But hey, we'll take a free, eventually level 90 R5 free to play sword that's actually good and makes travel reliable. It would definitely be fun. Let's see, 81.3, 156.3. Do you think I'm good with a crit rate? I think I might be good with crit rate. I think I'm literally overcapping on crit rate. Alright. Do I have any crit damage? No. Fuck. Eh. I'll steal Snezhnaya's piece. Do I have any more attack outwards, please? No. Shit. Stealing Snezhnaya's goblin so I can switch to a crit damage circles. Let's see now. That's far better. I think. Hold up, let me do calculations. Calculations. 16 crit rate would put me at 83.7 crit rate. Then 15 for cryo resonance would put me at 98.7 crit rate. I think we're good. You know what? Maybe I'll do some artifact runs for it. Actually. Why not? I might as well. Oh god. Not moist, so don't care. Dude, I just want to go to the domain. Please. I don't care. I just want to go to the domain so I can start farming artifacts for the character that will eventually beat them. Because by the time the Sarita comes out, there's going to be another artifact domain. So I might as well go ahead and pre-farm artifacts for characters that release around these versions, so I already have artifact sets for them if I ever plan on pulling them. Plus, I haven't played any of the domains yet. I'm very interested to see what's in there. Alright. Why is it doing this? Is my chat so empty that it's showing old messages? Or maybe it's now... Why does it do this? It's been almost 3 hours. Overlay options. I'm so confused. Why is it doing that? I don't think it did it the last time. Okay then. Oh, I mean, let's go. Alright, give it a few runs of minutes and I am curious. I fought some of the bosses on my own account. Well, actually, some of the bosses. There's only 2 bosses. Alright. Doesn't seem that bad. Holy shit, Yo! He, he's doing comparable to my Sandrone at level 1 talents. This is not fair. I'm literally just running the same team. And oh, I got all the new set that I have no idea what to do with. Well, almost all the sports set. But, you know, I wasn't that bad. Plus, while I do this, I get Artifact Potter, so that's cool.
Right here. Emerge.
This is not fair. I summoned it. I wish for something. I got her, obviously. But it's at 80 pity. And now Traveler releases and is arguably around the same level as Sandra. Which, I mean, it's great for people who don't have Sandra since they want to skip. That's fine. I understand. And for all the Traveler mains out there, which I once upon a time was. I am happy that Traveler's good. Don't get me wrong. But the fact that they are comparable to. Why is it doing this? Listen, elemental goblins are kind of useless now, sadly. Well, if we're going for the movie, they're kind of useless. Let's say that they're always going to be useless, but they are genuinely more useless now than other things. So I see 80k. Oh god. He got stronger. What happened? Could be doing more damage than actually a little bit. You know what? That's not bad. Attack percent, double crit. The only bad side is death percent and flat death. But maybe if it rolls away from that, I get lucky. Attack percent goblet. Again. Oh, but it's on the sports side, so it doesn't really matter. HP's fine. Crit rate's nice. ER's nice. Flat HP is decent. And crit damage are good, I guess.
Come no closer. Emerge. Right here.
I'm really almost putting all of this, which is nice. I'm glad, because it means crit rate's actually functioning as it should. 77 what? Traveler is now one of the strongest characters on my account. What the hell? I don't know how to feel about this. On one hand, I'm happy. On the other, I'm not. But on the third hand, yes, I have three hands, definitely. I am very happy. And plus, Snezhnaya has a very easy gameplay loop. And I think Traveler has somehow an easier gameplay loop. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. And we're getting free Diona in this update eventually, whenever that event comes out. So I can get C6 Diona and buff the stellar reaction damage even more. Heck yeah. I do need to actually work on getting more other characters leveled up as well.
Right here. Emerge. Right now. Emerge. Right here. Go.
All you have to do for Traveler is proc the stellar reaction. Normal charge attack. Normal charge attack. Normal charge attack. Skill to keep up time. Burst eventually sometime in between. And repeat. Honestly, I might stop streaming soon since we're past 8 hours. Not 8 hours. Hold up. Past 3 hours. And maybe I'll continue streaming on Friday and then Sunday. But yeah, I've had fun. I've enjoyed this so far. So the next stream, I'll continue on with the Archon quest. Because those primos, we need those. I need them really bad. Probably all I'm gonna do outside of this is probably farm up talent books for Traveler. That's about it. So, see ya, and hopefully I'll see you. Well, you'll be hearing from me Saturday. Friday. Not Saturday. Friday. Alright, yeah, but stream's over.